Have you ever been presented with an opportunity and immediately when you heard it, you knew, yes, that's for me? And you began to do everything within your power to make it happen. You began to plan. But also, is it possible that as you were planning, never once did you stop and ask for godly wisdom from men and women that God had placed around you? In other words, you had already made your decision. You knew what you wanted to happen, and you didn't want anybody raining discouraging words on your opportunity, on your plan. Well, that's happened to me several times in my life, and there's one particular situation that stands out. Several years ago, I was presented with an opportunity that I considered to be the opportunity of a lifetime. And so I determined that I was going to make it happen. This was the right thing for me. And so I began to pursue a plan. Now, as I was planning, of course, I prayed. I'm a pastor and I'm going to pray. I knew the power of prayer. But when I prayed, I never asked God, is this your will for my life? Instead, I said, God, this is your will for my life. I expect you to make it happen. I presumed on God, and my presumption was that I knew what was best for me. In James chapter 4, verses 13 through 17, James deals with this kind of situation. It would seem when you read the verses that he's against planning. But in reality, he's not against planning for the future. He's just saying when you plan, don't leave God out of the plan. Listen, when we're planning for the future, it's very important that we don't rely on ourselves and our own abilities to come up with that plan, because we really don't know what's going to happen in the future. Instead, we need to submit our plans to God's will. We need to be flexible, and we need to be open to the leading of the Holy Spirit. So my question for you today is there a plan that you're currently working on and you realize you've never included God in that plan? If so, I want to encourage you, stop and say, God, I want to give this to you. Is this your will for my life? Because remember, He's concerned about every detail. He knows everything about you, and He has good things in store for you.